This is the Brown Boy Wonders podcast.
Hey guys, it's the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. In today's episode, we're going to talk about week 17 of the NFL. I'm here with the guys. Tyren, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up? What's
What's
up?
up?
How are
What's up?
you?
I'm good, man. Misbah, how are you doing today?
I'm here, Bren. Just living the dream.
Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. Steven, how are you doing?
Still sulking.
All right, let's get into your game, man. So Houston Texans face the Browns, and how are you feeling there? That matchup.
The Browns? We play the Colts.
Sorry, the Colts. Excuse me.
Well, I'm happy that it's a primetime game because literally, look it up. We've played all the 12 o'clock games this year. But yeah, it's good to see my team on primetime.
Yeah, I mean, you're
We struggle with the Colts, but we do play them very well in Indy for some reason, so I have hope.
yeah, that's for sure, man. Well, let's get into your chances of getting the playoffs. So it says here, Houston clinches AFC South Division title with a Texan win and a Jaguars loss or a tie. Houston clinches a playoff berth with a Texan win or a Texan tie, a Jaguars loss, and a Steelers loss or a tie. So there's a lot of
A
obstacles.
lot of variables, but no matter what, just focus on the win and then see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Tyron, man, you guys faced the Bucks,
We did.
and you guys did well.
Dominated. Oh,
Yeah,
just
that's good.
And
That was
guess who
domination.
didn't turn the ball over? Derek
Yeah, man.
Carr. Yep,
He did well. You should be proud of him. Give him a pat on the back.
I am. Like I said, clean football is winning football.
I like that. Well, let's get into your chances here. So New Orleans clinches the NFC South Division title with a
A
Saints
win.
win. Yeah, a win, of course. Saints win, Buccaneers loss or a tie, or a Saints tie and a Buccaneers loss. The way you
Yes.
guys get in the playoff berth is a Saints win, a Seahawks a loss or a tie, plus a Packers loss or a tie, or a Saints tie, Seahawks loss, and a Packers loss. So that's
They got their work cut out for them.
The
Yeah.
Seahawks not losing to the Cardinals. So that's out. We need to go for our division title. That's our best
Honestly,
bet.
yeah, that's the best bet. But the
Mhm.
Panthers, man, the
Mhm.
Panthers got to beat the Bucks. That's a tough one.
Oh gosh, are you
That's
serious?
tough. That one is tough, unfortunately. The Bucks got the easiest team to beat, but let's see. Anything's possible.
anything is
Yep.
possible, man. But yeah, you guys are facing the Falcons. So what do you see there?
What, Taylor Heineke is their quarterback? I can see him making
yeah.
a mistake or two. So I'd lean on our defense for this game.
Okay.
Because Arthur Smith doesn't know what he's doing with his offense, and
Yep.
we need to capitalize on that.
For sure. Well, Misbah, you're Miami. You don't need any, you guys are already in the playoffs, right? But you guys faced the Ravens, and what happened, man?
Yeah, that was a demolition. God, I think we're off on the high of beating the Cowboys. I'm still remembering that week. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Coming into the game, I knew it was already an uphill climb with Jalen Waddle ruled out with a high ankle sprain and Raheem Mostert out with ankle and knee injuries. That Ravens defense is obviously probably the best in the league. And then we had that one touchdown to Cedric Wilson, 7-zip, and then it's kind of catapulted after that. Yeah, Ravens right now are the best team in football. And I saw that, I mean, the week before on Christmas when they destroyed the 49ers, made even them look mediocre, who at one point are probably the best team as well. So Props to the Ravens. I still believe they're the best team in football. They're the best defense in football. Lamar Jackson probably locked up his MVP a second time. But all in all, it all comes down to the playoffs, and we haven't seen much of the Ravens in the playoffs with Lamar Jackson era. I think they have about one win against the Titans, but that's about it, I believe. So still some question marks in the playoffs. They're locked with the number one seed. They're the best team as of now, but in the playoffs we'll see. But yeah, we had an uphill climb. It was going to be a tough game, but we got absolutely destroyed. Unfortunately, like I said, we had injuries beforehand, and then it also looks like Bradley Chubb's out for the season with the torn
Yeah.
ACL, so that's a huge blow, which really, really sucks. On top of that, Xavier Howard on the first drive, he might have broken his foot, so he might be done for the season, which is also a really, really bad blow. And then ever since he got hurt, we put in Eli Apple, who was getting absolutely destroyed by Xavier
Oh,
Howard.
God.
Oh my gosh,
Absolutely
Eli
destroyed by Isaiah
Apple.
Likely. So we
He's
just
still
got
right.
hit with like everything possible that could have went bad, went bad. But yeah, it is what it is. At this point right now, what the main concern is, we just kind of have to have the next man step up. If it's going to be Eli Apple, he has to step up his game. Whoever's going to step for Chubb has to step up. But really, it's focusing on Buffalo right now. This is a huge game. This decides the
Yeah.
division. This decides whether we're the 2 seed or the 6 seed. I still believe if we're at home as a 2 seed and maybe play a divisional game or a wild card and a divisional game at home, we still have a chance with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle healthy with that offense. Still have some players that can make some key plays, but it really comes down to this. If we can get the 2 seed from Buffalo, then I think we actually have a chance to at least do something in the playoffs. But yeah, with the 6 seed, I don't really see us much hope on the road with all these decimated injuries. So it's just really on to Buffalo. We just have to do our best, make sure we secure that dub, and make sure we win the division for the first time since I think 2008. So it's been a really long time. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're
2008.
just- Mhm.
But yeah, man, I wish you the luck. You guys need it. It should be a good matchup with
We're the
the
matchup.
Bills.
As someone who has had Eli Apple on their team, I'm wishing nothing but the best
Oh,
for
boy.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see. We'll see.
What about the Jets?
Yeah, so thank you for bringing that up, Steven. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so there's not much to say. Jets gave the Browns that playoff spot, and they should be thankful for that. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, but let's look at the playoff spots. So on the AFC side, there's only 3 spots remaining. The ones who are in now are the Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Browns. On the NFC side, we have 2 spots remaining. The guys who are in there are 49ers, Cowboys, Lions, Eagles, and Rams. I think Rams should not be in there because I don't think they're a good team. But who knows?
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
They're
see. We'll
winning.
see. They're winning.
They're winning.
That's all that matters.
All right. Well, let's get into the questions here. So everyone has been talking about this. The Saturday night game with Cowboys and Lions. The whole ref controversy. What are you
Uh,
guys' thoughts on that?
Oh man, can't believe the new team's going to win the NFC East. What is it now? Like I think since 2004, no team is repeated as NFC East champion. Looks like that's just going to continue because all the Cowboys need to do is beat the Commanders and win the division. But yeah, from my viewpoint, it did look like that whatever number reported as eligible. That was the whole controversy that he didn't report. I mean, in the video, it does show him go up to the referee. I'm assuming he told him that's what he told him, unless he told him something else. So it might be something the refs just missed, or it was some miscommunication. But it's unfortunate because it sucks for the Eagles, at least. Well, then again, the Eagles have themselves to blame for losing the Cardinals, but still, it's a tough loss. But it gives the Cowboys a chance to win the division and lock up at least a wild card home field berth. So good on them, I guess. But sucks for the Lions. I'm even seeing billboards in Detroit saying he reported as eligible or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, it looks like a tough break for Detroit.
real rough.
I mean, Brad Allen, the official, he did not recognize. I think it was number 69 who was trying to report. He
He's
looked the other way.
such a bad ref. And it's not just this incident. He's proven to be a bad ref. He always does stuff like this. He's always controversy driven, and he needs to be more disciplined by the league than just the demotion he was handed. He needs something needs to be addressed?
He actually wasn't demoted. They
That's
gave him another game. I think it's the
It's
The Saturday game.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers Ravens.
Yeah, they gave him another. That's a primetime game, right?
another
Yeah, I
important
believe
game.
so. Saturday.
Yeah,
I don't think it means much for the Ravens since they locked up one seed, but Steelers I think are still fighting for their lives. So that'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, with those flags at the end of the that drive, I know Dan Campbell wanted to go for two each time, but every time something's happening. That means
No. When
there's
the
a
first
sign.
one didn't work, you kick the points, and then
Yeah,
whatever happens happens.
because after that it was a penalty, or I believe no, was it the fourth and goal? Was there an offside penalty where they got
yeah.
held
But the
back?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Micah Parsons. I
Yeah,
don't remember if that was on the conversion or the or the touchdown drive,
It was the
but he
second
went for
one,
like
the
3 straight
second
times.
2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
well,
yeah, I feel like at one point that like you said, the first one didn't go through. It's just kind of go with the flow and kick it
I don't
because
think Dan Campbell trusted that defense. Well, not the defense, the secondary.
maybe that is true.
maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it
Yeah.
was a sign of just for him to kick that one field goal, but or PAT. But yeah, well, hopefully Brad Allen doesn't go to the Super Bowl. So we'll see. We'll see.
No.
There's no way they picked one of the best refs and crew chiefs for the Super Bowl. He won't be doing the Super Bowl.
I don't trust them to get my food order right, let alone
Oof,
judge a Super Bowl.
oof. That's pretty big. But yeah, I hope the best for Brad Allen. There's a lot of hate on him. Maybe he made a little mistake, but who knows? Who knows? I do want to say I am 2-0 in upsets. I
You
picked the
are
Cardinals
Man,
to beat the Eagles
very
last week.
impressive.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I told you last week to go to Vegas, and you didn't
Keep
listen.
it going. Keep it going. Who's
Well,
this
All
week?
right, what's the next one? What's the next one? This one's
I'll
gonna
let you
be
know after our fantasy starts. I'll let you know.
okay.
But
It's still fantasy.
we'll get to that. But the next question is: are the Eagles, like I said in the previous episode, are they frauds? Is this a one and done in the playoffs?
It depends on who they play.
I don't know, man. Tough to
No.
say. I don't know if they're one and done, but I just don't see them making the Super Bowl at all.
Yeah, they're a
I just
divisional
don't see them.
wash.
Yeah. I think it starts with the offensive and defensive coordinator just not been doing their jobs well. It's because after last season, both of the coordinators left to get head coaching jobs, I believe, or other jobs in the NFL. And then these new coordinators just seem kind of off. Everybody's not in sync together with the offense and the defense, even though they have some of the talent around them. It's not in sync.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think they'll win a game or two, but I don't see them making a deep playoff run.
No.
Also, like AJ Brown showing his frustrations in the team, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of news on that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they're one and done. I do have a Philly Eagle fan who's still always telling me like, "Nah, man, they're gonna win the Super Bowl." I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Tough.
Next, we'll see. We'll see. The next one is there's just a little conspiracy theory. Tyren, I'll let you have it.
Mhm.
Okay, so I was on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I have to show brothers. So listen to this. The 49ers versus the Browns, the score ended 19-17, and then Deshaun Watson gets injured.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
Um, 49ers lose to the Vikings 22-17, then Kirk Cousins tears his Achilles. Um, Niners lose 31-17 to the Bengals. Joe Burrow gets hurt.
Mhm.
So the Niners lost to the Ravens. But the score they had 19 instead of 17. And you remember we talked about it last week. The Ravens got that safety.
Was ref.
Tripped over ref.
Yeah.
Ref saved
So
him, bro.
Yeah.
It's Lamar Jackson.
So that was the whole theory. Like, did the ref save him from injury, like a season-ending injury? Because every time the 49ers lose and have 17 points, well, actually, all their losses they had 17 points, except for that game. Their starting QB got a season-ending injury of some sort.
I mean, I believe this.
You never know. Man. Never know.
I believe it. I think they're facing the Rams, right? So maybe.
Yeah, but they've already locked up the first seed. So
Yeah, they did.
Much locked up too.
Well, I like it. I like it. I like it. Well, the next question is not question, but so NFL fined Panthers owner David Temper $300K
Oh
for
my
throwing
god.
drinks at a Jags fan. If you were David Temper, what would you guys do?
Sell the team, bro. What the hell are you doing?
definitely sell the team and probably create merch with that last name because his temper was on full display.
Ooh,
I mean, that was in Florida, right?
yeah.
I believe so.
I'm surprised no fans like just jumped in the box and started throwing hands.
I mean, if I was that fan, I would sue
Yeah.
all of his money.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I would have been stretched out on the floor and cussed.
yeah. That drink broke my neck. I need compensation.
Oh man. Well, it's the same thing like the Pistons. They're really bad with what 29 losses. They just won their game. The same thing with the Panthers. But yeah, we'll see with David Kemper. I think he'll leave. Not sell the team, but he'll leave.
What does that
Next, leaving. I mean, he's out of he's out of the country. I don't know. We'll see with them. The next question is
mean?
The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying
Uh,
man in sports entertainment. He
boo.
announced what? He announced the merger between XFL and USFL, calling it the UFL. Will the UFL overthrow the NFL in 10 years?
No.
No, sir.
No, 90
How
chance?
lucky to be around in 10 years.
I was gonna say.
Damn. Tyren?
And once you have established a league, it's hard to overtake it, no matter what you do.
Yeah,
Bring
I agree.
Bring back arena football.
Oof. Are there
They
still that fan-controlled football league? That sounds pretty fun.
That'd be fun.
I think it's still there. But I do like the arena football. That was pretty nice. What happened to that? Is that gone?
Yep.
Oh, that's sad.
30 years.
Dang. It's like slam. Remember slam ball? Kind of like that.
That was fun.
Yeah, with the trampoline. Maybe they use trampolines for football.
No,
No.
that's a torn ACL waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't think so.
Gotcha. Okay, well let's get into our fantasy starts for week 18. So for those people who are still playing fantasy, what are you doing? Because it's ended week 17, but I know some leagues messed up their settings, and week 18 is their last week for the finals.
Yeah, I deleted my app.
Well, dang.
Disappointing season 2.
I ended up getting third place. I'm not too mad.
Well, at least you made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I lost my keepers league. I was in the finals and I lost by 20, but it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay. For quarterback, do you guys start Jordan Love against the Bears?
Is he playing?
Sure. Jordan
Yeah.
loves for his life.
He's balling.
Yeah, I'll start him.
He has to go off. He doesn't have a choice.
Does not. For running back, do you guys start Elijah Mitchell against the Rams?
Yes, CMC isn't playing.
Mitchell, yeah, true. CMC's gonna sit out,
Mhm.
so it might be time for him to shine.
Sounds good. For wide receiver, do you start CD Lamb against the Commanders?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Beasting. I feel like he'll destroy them.
Mhm.
Almost worst defense in the league, and plus they're actually fighting for something now.
For real. For flex, do you guys start Michael Pittman Jr. against the Texans?
Yeah.
Fighting, right? Yeah. I mean, Derek Stingley's gonna be on him, right? We'll see. I'll still start him though.
Gotcha. For tight
Well, the
ends, you guys.
Texans play a lot of zone, right?
I think so.
They do, yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
he should be fine. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. For tight end, do you guys start Evan Ingram against the Titans?
Evan Ingram.
Yes.
Ingram.
Hmm.
What team?
Jaguars, right?
Jags.
Jags.
Both QBs love peppering him with targets. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Why not?
All right. For
I mean,
kicker,
if
do
you
you
have
guys?
a better option,
This is the only option.
if not, then yeah, go for it.
For kicker, do you guys start Justin Tucker against the Steelers?
I mean, he's a kicker, so I'm assuming he'll play. I know they're everybody,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming he's not benched.
he may be valuable because Tyler Huntley may not, you know,
Right,
he might
right.
not
Do
get him all
well.
the way down.
Just
That rivalry is always field goal city. So I say yeah.
As long as he's playing, yeah.
Yeah, he should play. He's the opera singer. For defense, you guys start Bengals defense against the Browns.
Flacco isn't playing, right?
No, he's not.
Browns. Unless the Browns are still trying to fight for the place. Well, they already lost the division, so they can't really get it much higher.
No, they're in the playoffs. So
Yeah, they're locked in.
Yeah, they're locked in.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
yeah, they're gonna start. No,
They-
sorry, they're gonna rest players. So
Yeah, bro.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, my upset
Yes.
of the
Ooh.
week.
Uh-huh.
It might count as an upset, I think, but looking at the teams, I think it's an upset. I am
Okay.
picking the Rams beating the 49ers.
Oh, come on, man. You can't do that. The 49ers aren't playing their starters.
That's what I'm saying. But looking at the teams, or looking at like the name Rams 49ers for this season, I think Rams will beat them this week.
Sure, I mean, if you want to beat Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitchell's a good player.
Okay.
Pick a real upset.
That's
a real
not
upset.
a real
Washington
upset.
over Dallas.
I mean,
Let's go.
to be honest, yeah, Commanders over Dallas. Now that's an upset.
Ooh.
don't
Now,
get
bro, I
peer
don't know if you're bold
pressure.
enough to do that one.
Don't get peer pressure.
Yeah, don't get peer
Stick to your
pressure, but now
guns.
that's an upset, though.
Cool to follow the crowd.
Wait, who are Eagles playing? Giants, right?
Pick the Giants.
Should be Giants.
No, Giants over Eagles could be another upset.
They almost beat them last time.
Okay. I'll do two upsets. One is like
No.
which is the Rams, and okay.
Think wisely, bro. Think wisely.
Okay. I'm doing this right now.
Let
I'm
me see the
picking.
schedule real quick.
Okay,
Alright.
go ahead.
I just want to see the schedule. So you got Steelers, Ravens, nothing matters. Texans, Colts, there's no upset. Ooh, Panthers, Buccaneers. I don't know if you're bold enough to do that one.
Ooh.
That's a pretty bold one. Other than that, Bears over Packers, not really. It's okay. Yeah, so there's three big ones. So there's Commanders over Cowboys,
I
Giants.
think the Bears and the Packers is a big one because the Bears haven't beaten the Packers in like 5 years.
True, but I guess you could say as one. Panthers over Buccaneers would be crazy though.
It
That's
would
a-
be that
Yeah.
give us a definite playoff spot.
Let's see
So
so Panthers actually the Buccaneers are only 5-point favorites. That's not that big. The craziest one is the Commanders. Dallas is a 13-point favorite, which is the biggest out of all the games, actually. So yeah, bro, let it go. Which one are you picking?
I'm picking the Commanders beating the Cowboys.
Oh,
Screw it.
see now your streak is gonna end because you were peer pressured.
13
I wanted
favorites is crazy. Let's see.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's see.
If I want to switch to NBA for a quick minute, I do want to talk to Stephen A. Smith one-on-one.
Oh.
Stephen A. Smith, are you?
One-on-one.
If you're listening right now, I just want to say, are you a Knicks fan? Why are you criticizing Hardenstein, why are you criticizing Randall? They're doing amazing right now. What are you doing? Are you trying to not jinx them? Is that what you're trying to do? Just let me know. Just come to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast and we'll discuss our
Just come here.
differences.
Oh man, Stephen A. Smith comes over, bro. It's
If he
over.
comes over, it's game over.
Game over.
Game over.
I am lowering my volume because that man will make me go deaf.
Well, I mean, I
excited.
gotta bring Mad Dog Russo too.
Oh
That's
no, not
Okay,
that.
I'm
No.
putting
That
ibuprofen
will
next to
actually
me.
make you go down.
All right. Well, that's it for week. Just for this week of the episode,
18.
man. We are almost done. Week 18 is there. There's the wild card. There's the conference. No, sorry. There's the semis. Sorry, divisional conference and the Super Bowl. We go on to that. But until then, guys, Tyron, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Tyrenol on Instagram.
Misbah, what about you?
Yeah, Instagram at Misbah G6.
All right, and Steven, what about you, man?
You can find me here. Usually, sometimes Abrar doxes me, so you can occasionally find me somewhere else.
I sometimes do that. But till then, bing bong.
Voice crack on the snap.
You heard that hut hut by Kirk Cousins. It's time for our weekly pickems of week 18 of the NFL. I'm here with Wally. Wally, how are you?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Do you have the score for last week?
Yes, I do. Abrar, you ended up with a 12-4 record.
Not
While
bad.
myself, I ended up with a 10-6. So you did get me this week.
Yes!
You are coming back into the race. Overall record is 67-37 for myself, and for you, it's a 64-40. So you're back 3 games. Last week of the season, you need to get some favorable matchups in your end. Let's get into it. First
All right,
up,
man.
we have the Steelers and the Ravens. Who do you have here, bro?
I have the most dominant team in the NFL. I am picking the Ravens here.
I got the Ravens as well. Love what I'm seeing out of Lamar Jackson. He put a complete show against the Dolphins last week. I think they get it done against the Steelers, as I know they are fighting for last playoff spot as well, but I think Lamar and Co are going to keep the gas on the pedal here. Next up, we got the Texans at the Colts, and great matchup, vying for the division lead here. Bro, who do you got?
Man, both teams need that win, right? So I'm going to go with the one who I think is cool. I'm going picking with CJ Stroud, the Houston Texans. I think they got it going on. What about you?
I would have to agree with you here. I do not trust Indianapolis one bit. They've been really on and off the entire year. Seems like CJ Stroud is back, has his groove on. I'm going to go Texans here as well. Next up, got the Bucks at the Panthers. I know you've been riding the Panthers stream this entire season.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about David Tepper throwing that drink at that fan, but
Oh my goodness.
what are you feeling here for this matchup?
Okay, I don't know if that was worth 300,000 fine, but due to that, I'm picking the Tom Brady alike Baker Mayfield. I'm picking the Bucks. How about you?
I'm going with the Bucks here as well. They got a lot more riding for them. Win, and they get the division round. Next up, we got the Browns at the Bengals. Both teams still, I think Bengals are out of the playoffs now, but both teams could finish with a winning record if the Bengals win. I'm going with the Browns here. I like Joe Cool. He's doing his all. They're not taking no for an answer. I think they get it done on the road. How about you?
Well, we do have 2 Joes as quarterbacks, but one is hurt, but one is still active. I'm picking the Browns here. The next matchup is Vikings at Lions. So what do you got here?
Lions seem to have gotten robbed last week by your boy Brad Allen.
Oh man, Brian
They're
Allen.
They're coming to this game with a sense of vengeance and biting somebody's kneecaps in the game. I'm going with the Lions to ride off the end of the season against the Vikings.
I like that. Well, I think they're biting too much, right? I think they're gonna be a little, they might throw up a little bit. So I think I'm picking the Vikings here, just for I don't think Lions are gonna use their bench, right? So I think Vikings gonna win here. The next matchup is, of course, the Jets at Patriots. What do you got here?
I'm going with the Jets here. Typical Jets fashion, they're going to beat the New England Patriots, ending their 15th game losing streak against them in order to give New England their franchise QB of the future in a better draft pick. Typical Jets fashion, I'm going with the Jets.
Yeah, I think the Jets know we don't want the first round pick because we're allergic to that. So I'm also picking the Jets. The next matchup is Falcons against the Saints. Dude, what do you got here?
Big matchup here. I see the Saints winning and pulling this off at home. Falcons, I've never been able to trust them all year. I feel like Arthur Smith should get fired for his usage of Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
But Saints at home. Derek Carr won last week, an impressive win against the Buccaneers. I'm going Saints here.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I mean, I like the head coach of the Falcons. I did like his beard and his mustache, but he shaved that off. I was like, ugh. So I'm picking Derek Carr and the Saints. I think they're going to whip the Falcons' booty. The next matchup is the Jaguars at Titans. Who do you got here?
Gonna go Jaguars here. They needed that get-right game back against Carolina last week. See them carrying that into this week as well. Seems like Derrick Henry's days are numbered in Tennessee. Looking for him to find a new home next year. I see the Jaguars pulling this through on the road.
Yeah, I'm also picking. Oh, you said you're picking the Jaguars. Well, I'm picking the Titans. Like you said, I know Derek Carr is gonna go to a new home, but I think he's gonna finish strong. This last game of the season.
Derrick Henry, not Derek Carr.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Derrick Henry. Sorry, I do want Derrick Henry to come to my home because you say he's looking for a new home. You can come here, man. The next game is Seahawks at Cardinals. How are you feeling about this one?
Sir, I'm feeling extravagant about this one.
Ooh.
The Cardinals are going to be pulling off this upset against the Seahawks, as they did last week against the Eagles, which you outright called.
Yes, sir.
I see the Cardinals riding that Kyler Murray magic and getting the dub at home.
Yeah, I'm also feeling the same way. Cardinals are doing well with Kyler Murray in the slot of the quarterback, so I'm picking the Cardinals. The next matchup is the Bears at Green Bay. What about you?
The Bears are going to lose this one against the Packers. Packers got the number. Jordan Love feeling his wave. I see them locking up this last spot in the playoffs and riding off into the matchup in the first round. Abrar, who do you have here?
Yeah, like I said, like what you said, Love is feeling the love in the air. They do really need this win, so I'm picking Packers here. The next matchup is a good one here, I think. It's the Chiefs at Chargers. What are you feeling here?
Chargers got nothing going on, nothing to play for,
Right.
except for, playing devil's advocate here. But I think the Chiefs are going to get this done. They need to have some sort of momentum coming into the playoffs because with the number of balls they've been dropping, who knows what other balls they're going to be dropping. You feel me?
I feel you. I mean, the big ball drop in New York, so anything can happen. But I'm also picking the Chiefs. I'm also picking the Chiefs here. They need that momentum in the playoffs. The next game is Broncos at the Raiders. What are you feeling here?
Irrelevant game. Has no implication to the playoffs whatsoever.
Definitely not.
I know they benched Russ, and they did win last week, which was good, but I don't see them doing that on the road against Aiden O'Connell, Antonio Pearson crew. I'm picking the Raiders here.
Yeah, I'm also picking the Raiders as well. There's not much to say about that game. Hopefully Russell Wilson finds a new home. The next game is Eagles at Giants. What are you feeling here?
I'm going to go with the Giants here. I like what they saw against the Rams, in which they completely spoiled that game for themselves. I see them closing out against the Eagles. Eagles seem to be very concerning. They seem to be limping their way into the playoffs. I can't say I trust Jalen Hurts enough as I would trust the Giants at home. I'm going Giants here.
Yeah, I mean, don't the Eagles need that win so they can be in the division leaders? I'm not sure, but I think I'm picking the Eagles here. I think they should win this match against the Giants. The next matchup, I'll say this right now. Upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. I am picking. So the match is Rams at 49ers. I'm picking the Rams beating the 49ers. What about you?
I'm picking the Rams as well.
Oh, man.
Typically, 3 years ago, when they versed each other in the finale, the Rams got the upper hand, and they versed each other in the playoffs again, and Rams beat them, and the Niners were the superior team. I see history kind of repeating itself here. I like the Rams in this matchup. Teams have found their stride with Nakua and Cooper Cup on the outside with Kyren Williams. They have a very dynamic offense, and I see that defense coming along as well. Going with the Rams. Next up, we got the Cowboys at the Commanders. Who do you got here?
Well, what can you say about the Commanders? Nothing. Sorry, fan base.
Exactly.
The fan base of Commanders. If your team is the Commanders, change your team. I'm picking the Cowboys here. Dak, you know what he says. Here we go. So here we go. What about you?
I like that. They be yelling, "Here we go!" all the way to the playoffs in the number 2 seed. I see them closing out against Commanders and locking up that 2nd seed. And the finale for Week 18, game number 272, we have the Bills at the Dolphins. Big implications for the AFC's crown. Bro, who do you got?
Yeah, like I said, it's a big matchup for these two teams. It's a coin toss. It's a belly flap, nonetheless. I'm picking the Bills over Miami. There's no explanation. I think it's gonna be a big, high scoring game. But I'm picking the Bills here. What about you?
This is kind of a toss-up, I would have to agree. I know Miami just got their head stomped on by the Ravens last week.
Yeah.
They're looking to get back into the mix, heading into the playoffs. I can see them trying their best to get right, but I'm picking the Bills in this situation. They're just nitty-gritty, past 4 or 5 games, trying to find a way to win, and they've been able to do so. I like them on the road and taking the AFC crown.
Nice.
That's going to do it for our picks of the season. Abrar, how do you feeling about your picks? Do you feel like you're going to come back and tie or even take the lead against me? This is a really big deal here.
I'm glad you asked that question. You know, this is my comeback season, right? This is my fight song, as they say. I'm feeling spectacular. You know why? Because all of my picks, it's going to be correct. All of them.
Oh, he's going for the clean slate, 16-0.
Exactly. But since we picked our picks, let's go into our playoff machine scenarios. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, based off of my picks, in the AFC, the first round matchups will be Texans at Buffalo, Miami at Kansas City. That should be a good one.
Yeah.
And Cleveland at Jacksonville. In the NFC, we have the Niners with the first round bye, followed up with the Packers at the Cowboys. Always a great matchup. Rams at Detroit, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff exchange. And then we have the Eagles at Tampa Bay, which they versed each other in the playoffs a couple years back. This will be a nice rematch for them, those two teams as well. What about you?
Well, for AFC, for me, it's number 1 seed is Baltimore Ravens, MVP Lamar Jackson. The wildcard games for AFC are Jacksonville at Bills. That should be a good match. Miami at Kansas City. That should be a good match. Cleveland at Houston. That could be a barn burner. And on the NFC side, it's pretty much like yours. Number 1 seed San Francisco. Green Bay at Dallas. You remember that Dez catch. Was that a catch? Was that a catch? That might happen again. Dez Bryant might show up for Dallas Cowboys. The other matchup is Rams at Lions and Philly at Tampa Bay.
Amazing. So we are more likely aligned on who we want in the playoffs. Excited for the regular season to conclude and for the next Super Bowl team to be crowned. And that's something that we're going to be doing live Wildcard Weekend in the flesh. Sorry
Yes,
if I ruined that part, but that's a little teaser for the crowd.
Yeah, so that is we'll be in person doing our picks for the wild card.
I'm coming to Dallas, baby. Forget the Garden State.
Yeah, the Garden State is coming to Dallas for that week. was it in 2 weeks, right? So,
Yes,
but yeah,
sir.
so wildcard, you just check out for that episode. But until then, guys, bing bong.
Bing bang.
Bing bang!